Cool.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Shane. How you guys are doing? Welcome to another episode of Life Unscripted, and we are talking about perseverance. Talking about sorry, I lost my thought right there. We're talking
We were
about the
literally just talking
importance of
about it, but
persist.
then
Yeah,
it just goes, I
I'd set
know.
off a good intro, and now I'm messing up. So we're just talking about the
It's all good.
importance of persistence. Okay. So we're gonna have a cool conversation about this. So I have a Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. You can follow me as Shane High Top Life. I do videos about motivational videos to be inspired, motivated, and just helping people out to be to be the best that they can be. And that's what I talk about in my videos.
Perfect, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm Dennis, and I'm the co-host. I think, and we're just we're figuring out things as we go along each week, which is
Yeah.
it just makes it so much more relaxed. And what we're doing, we're just having conversations, sharing our experiences. Again, we're talking today about perseverance and persistence. I have a Facebook group. It's called Bring Me Mindfulness, and through there I just post my reels that I make, posts about specific topics about life, and I try and keep the engagement going through that group. And then you'll find me on Instagram mainly through Instagram, which my handle is Dennis Thomas Ali, and through there I'll put up to 3 posts a day. I just put a reel out there that I'm talking about life and how to make the most of life, basically. And it can be any topic. I'm always open to suggestions from people if they want me to cover things. But mainly, it's about making the most of life and being very in tune with how you are as a person, creating more awareness, um, and realizing that you don't have to be like a paper bag floating through the wind. You can take control of your life. And
Hmm.
I use different techniques. And I'll always like to share those experiences with people. So yeah, we bring our experiences through life, through Shane's motivational speaking, through my coaching, and it all comes together nicely.
Yeah, pretty much. See, that was a
Yeah.
great intro. I like mine.
It's all good, man. This is what it's about. Life is unscripted and we
Yeah.
mess up. We just say things we sometimes don't mean. And we're human beings at the end of the day. Nothing can be perfect.
Yeah, pretty sure. So yeah,
But yeah,
the importance of being persistent. So that we're talking about that. So you want to go first on that?
yeah, okay. So, yeah, I
You go.
mean, what I would say to start off with persistence and perseverance is, for me, the definition of that in my own take on it is working towards something in life, whether that's a career goal, a physical goal in fitness, money goals, relationship goals, anything of that sort. When you're working towards something in life, you have to be persistent. That means every single setback that you have to keep getting back up and
Hmm.
keep going towards it. And perseverance is, I would say, it's quite similar, but persevering with things, understanding that sometimes the goal isn't always linear, and sometimes you have to take a shortcut to go around. You have to try new things that aren't working. And as we say, life is unscripted. We just have to stumble through the dark until we find that light switch in our
Yep.
lives. And
Yeah.
you have to be that light. The way I link perseverance and persistence with achieving goals, whatever goal it might be in life, is that it's like a baby when you're trying to learn how to speak and walk and navigate. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to navigate this life, and we're trying to look for things that will just give us bits of feedback where we are not free in our own minds,
Mm.
where we're stuck with these obstacles. Um, Persistence and perseverance are on the other side of obstacles. Like with a baby doesn't fall down twice or 10 times and then decide, oh, no, I can't do this. I
Mm.
don't want to do this because I keep falling down. They just keep doing it and doing it. And this is how it needs to be with our goals. That if you liken anything in life to like just learning how to walk like a baby, No baby gives up, and that's what we shouldn't do. You shouldn't give up.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's definitely true because here's something is interesting because you made me remind you just remind me of something because today, well no, this evening, right? I was sitting down in the living room. I'm folding up my clothes, right? Just folding up my clothes because I usually just fold it on the bed or or in the laundry room or whatever. But anyways, I have kids, so I
Yeah.
have a baby, right? So I have to look after him or whatever. So I'm folding up clothes, and he's in the chair and he's going over and he's pulling all the clothes I fold up and messing it all up. I said, "No, stop doing that. Put them over there." He keeps going back. Putting on my clothes. You see, what I'm trying to say is that he's right. Babies don't give up. They don't even know the meaning of giving up. They
True,
don't.
very true.
It's simple as that. And
We
babies,
program that into children, right?
yeah.
Through what they learn as they grow older, we program what it means to stop something. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just went with that.
So it's okay. So yes, so the babies, my babies, all babies is persistent. They don't know about giving up. It's just facts. They don't know until when they get older, then they start to experience a lot of different things, and then guess what? That persistence will start to decrease, and they start to struggle with it. Just like
Yeah,
me, when I'm growing up, I'm starting to struggle with being persistent, like a procrastinating, and you
yeah,
know. And that's why you have to like develop a strong mindset and just keep going and not give in to lots of things that comes along your way, like problems and obstacles or whatever to keep you from being persistent. It's a really tough thing. So everyone needs to go back being a baby, being persistent, and just focusing on achieving your goals. I would say being persistent is overcoming challenges. Okay, persistent helps overcome challenges and obstacles, turning failures into learning experience. So have this we all have setbacks, okay, and it stops us from growing. One of the things that really stops us from being persistent is listening to other people and their experiences. You know, experience is a very funny thing. You got if you're gonna listen to someone's experience, you really gotta listen to them carefully, okay? Because they say experience is the best form, form to learn, right? Experience is your teacher. You learn from that, but that's not necessarily true because what you're learning from somebody's experience can actually lead you down the wrong path and stop you from persevering. So like I was listening to this one guy, right? He's a motivational speaker and he's also a preacher because I learned this from him also as well. He said just be careful who you listen to. He said a long time ago my parents told me that experience is your best teacher. He said that's not true. You gotta be careful with that because they're good people. They're nice. They raised me well, and they encourage me, influence me, but their experience, you know, it's not my reality because if they say like something like, okay, Dennis, Dennis, you can do this, man, put your mind to it, but you gotta be careful and don't go here and don't do that or whatever it is. And guess what? That starts to make you feel uncomfortable. Pressure is on top of you, and you feel like, you know what, maybe I should not go down that path, and I start to not being persistent or being consistent or whatever it is. The thing is you got to listen to people very carefully because how do you know that experience is going to be your experience? It's not.
yeah,
Okay. So you just got to be persistent as you're trying to figure out things. And
yeah.
also achieving goals is being persistent. Okay. Like 2 episodes ago I said, like, there's a habit checker. You follow your habits and it helps you to achieve your goals. You might not achieve your goal right away, and even if you fail, you're a lot more closer than what you were before. So
Exactly.
it's a long-term thing. If you set goals, it's not short-term. That's why being persistent, set goals, and it will help you and steer you in the direction that you need to go. And I would say it builds like what would I say? It develop resilience. Develop
Yeah,
resilience. It fosters enabling individual and it bounce back. If you fall down, you get back up. things are going to happen and stop you from being persistent. Okay. You just got to get back up and just keep going and keep going. It's really tough sometimes. It's really tough. And I have to say that perseverance, it's very challenging, but it's okay. I think if you take like a little step here and take a little step as you go along, you will get where you need to go.
Yeah.
Um, Perseverance, I will say perseverance, you can actually help you do, it will help you to, how should I say this? Perseverance give you a different perspective on life,
Yeah.
okay? Because you thinking about how I can achieve this, okay? So when you have perseverance, you ready on it's in your mind. It's helping you to move forward. It's not
Yeah.
helping, it's not making you to just step back forward because something's always telling you, step forward. Keep going, you know, don't you probably can go fast, but keep going by any means, just keep moving. Put one foot in front of the other. And that helps
Yeah.
you to get where you want to go. Of course, you have to learn some things along the way, like reading books and talking to people, like life coach or motivational speakers, but you will get where you want to go. And
Yeah.
let's add on top of that, something that also came to mind. It creates opportunities. Okay. When you start to persevere, you start to see things differently. It's not like how you were thinking back then, because now your mind is like being more productive because you're thinking how to get better in that area and this area and that area. And before you know it, you're just doing it all the time. It's like a habit
Yeah.
and it's just getting better and better. It's like I started this podcast not alone. I have I had you to help me out. And the thing is, I kept going. Okay, we kept going. You know, we didn't have any mics, but now we have some mics. So it's perseverance. We kept going. Okay, and now we have someone that will join us next week. It's
Mm.
just that's what I'm talking about. It just adds on and adds on. It never stops. The only way you stop persevering is you just stop doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Just stop. If you stop, you're not gonna get where you want to go. It's just it's a standstill. You're stuck right there. And just want to say this, it enhances problem solving
Yeah.
because you're
Definitely.
not you when you start moving forward and there is a I would say like a I would say like how should I say this?
Can I
I would
say
say
it?
like somebody's stopping you, okay? Like there's a barrier stopping you right in
Yeah. Yeah.
front of you
Invisible
from
barrier.
going
Yeah. Yeah.
forward, okay? Like a barrier. That's what the words I'm trying to look at for. So there's a
Or a
barrier right in front of
roadblock.
you.
Yeah.
You try to think it to yourself. How do I overcome this obstacle? Do I have to climb over it? Do I have to dig under it? You start thinking multiple different ways how you can persevere. Okay. And if you did fail, you go back and start thinking, you know what, that did not really work so well. Let me just start strategizing and start writing down some stuff. Oh, go ahead. I'm talking a lot.
Sorry, that's cool, man. Carry on. I wanted to just add into that as well, like a baby. When they're, let's say, you're in the living room with your
Mm,
baby, and they're at one end of the room, and you're at one end, and you have a treat for them, like I don't know, something that a snack that they like. If they were to walk towards you, they will do anything that they can to get towards that treat because they're hungry and it's something
mm,
that they like. And it's so basic that obviously when they're learning and trying to navigate things, that all they're focused on is that snack or that treat. If
yeah.
there's a barrier or a roadblock put in front of them, they will stop and they will think, "How do I get past this?" They will try anything they can to get through it. You know, and there's a Stoic um, quote, and it's by Ryan Holiday. I think he remastered some Stoic philosophy books. He's really great, and
Mm,
he says he made the book. Um, uh, the, obs- the obstacle is the way, and you have to go
okay.
through the obstacle. And like a child, learning, they will just go through it. They won't stop. They will try and get to that treat because it's tasty. They know how good it feels, and that's a reward for them as well. So
Mm.
yeah, roadblocks and hurdles and barriers are pushing past that point of resistance in life, and
Yeah.
that's when you reap those rewards. You've planted that seed. It's growing its roots, and it's changing and going through those barriers. You are changing. You open up new avenues for yourself. You open up new problem solving skills because most of you maybe have quit on the first one or two hurdles in life,
Yeah.
because it's easy to quit. We're not saying that it's a bad thing because it's natural for humans to want to be lazy. It is true. Inherently, older human beings are lazy because they want an easy life.
Hmm.
No human wants to be putting themselves through physical pain and going through obstacles all of the time. Obviously, some are more driven than others. Some people are very driven constantly, but in general, what were our ancestors doing after they were hunting in the mornings? They were probably sitting under a tree in the sun, just relaxing. What my point is that you want to push past that point of resistance. That is
Mm.
when you get to the other side, and a lot of people don't realize that on that other side they were so close to their first breakthrough with whatever goal they were going towards, but they gave up because it's
Mm.
natural. So don't feel like nobody out there should feel like they are worthless because they've given up.
Mm.
It's just these are bits of information and feedback that we have along that path, and pushing past that point of resistance, as you said previously, opens up new options and new problem solving skills for you in other areas of your life as well. When you're telling your story as you get older, I didn't give up, I pushed through. You might be able to take bits of feedback from that you can apply to other areas of your life. And that's
Yeah.
what we mean by problem solving as well. Take, you can draw on those strengths that you showed with that resilience, and that perseverance, that you didn't quit, you kept on going, and you can take bits from that experience and put it into other areas of your life as well.
Yeah. Um, I think it was like you made a video. I was going to Instagram and you made a video about that when we're younger,
Yes,
we stop dreaming, we stop
yes,
visualizing. I saw I saw that video. I think I liked it. I'm not so sure. I was going through your videos and I was listening to it and I was like, oh, okay. I think I was busy and I was listening to it at the same time. But anyways, it comes back to that video because when you're younger, you dream.
yeah.
I want to be an astronaut. I want to be this.
Nothing
You
is
didn't
impossible.
That's the thing. We did not think about that. We just like, hey, this is what I want. Let me just go
Yeah,
grab it and go as we get older and we experience a lot of things and we're influenced by a lot of people around us. That's what I'm saying. Be careful who you're around because their experience is gonna deplete you from trying to persevere and to get better. So
yeah,
I remember that. I just want to throw that out there because a lot of people stop dreaming, and that's
yeah,
what stops them from persevering.
yeah.
For myself, I do feel like sometimes, like, am I going to get where I want to go there? But when you're younger, you never think about the what if. You never think about that. But guess what? Everybody say, oh, well, you gotta have no, what happens if this happens or what happens? You see what I'm talking about? It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. But still, that negative attitude or that energy that's coming from everyone else is not saying that they're bad people or whatever, it's just like you just gotta listen very carefully and not let that get into your brain and start you to second to stop and start be thinking like, should I be doing this or should I be doing that? It's a really tough thing to be honestly. So just gotta train your mind and be around people who are persevering and who's getting better. And
And those people that persevere and those people that are persistent with these goals,
mm,
they let these problems that arise towards reaching those goals, they let them teach them lessons. They don't let them stop them from giving up. Those successful people, whatever thing that is success that they are successful in, they don't let it affect them in the way that it stops them from progressing. They take note. what is this thing teaching me? Where am I not free with this barrier that I'm hitting? And that's
Hmm.
what it's about as well. And sometimes
Hmm.
it has to be so painful for you to, and I'm talking about mentally painful, for you to take action and move past that point of resistance. How bad do I want it? You know, if I'm doing this for my family, if I'm doing this for my partner, if I'm doing this for myself, you have to create, almost like you have to create pain around that barrier. This hurts so fucking much. I'm gonna push past this because it means so much to me.
Yeah. Again, you're talking about pain. There's some stuff that you're saying that started to come back to my memory back in the past. Like I was reading this book. This book is the title of this book really caught my eye. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Is it Carol Dweck?
Yep. I think,
Yeah,
man, I got it
great
back
book.
there, but like I think I'll show you later on. But anyways, you talk about pain. He says an interesting quote, and it made me and like I never see it that way. He said something about pain. He
Mm,
said, what do you want in life? You hear the same question over and over, like from your mom, your dad, your friends, or whoever. What do you want in life? But you say, you know what? Let's forget about that question. Let me change that around. Which pain do you want in life?
mm,
Okay. So he's talking about which pain do you want? Do you want a successful pain? Do you want a perseverance pain? Or do you want a mediocre pain? Okay? Because there is a gap. There's not a gap. There's a line. Let's just say it's a line, okay? Once people get closer to that line, you start to feel this is too much work. This is too much pain. This is too much stress. Oh my God, I gotta stop. Look, I settle with, let me just go, let me retract and go back, and this is what I'm gonna settle for. Now, there's other people that's willing to take that pain that's gonna cross that line over, and it feels like, damn, I'm getting whooped, I'm getting punched in the face, I'm getting kicked or whatever, and I'm still doing it, right? Because now they say to themselves, you know what, this is really tough, but you know what, I'm here. Okay. They say in the hip hop culture, more money, more problems.
yeah, it's true, man. It's true.
So if you take that philosophy, that's also applied to life. So if you want to persevere
Yeah,
and be persistent,
yeah.
more stuff is gonna come along your way that's gonna try to hold you back and knock you off your horse or whatever, if you want to say that, and keep you from going. So I really like that quote what he says, like, which pain do you want in life? So I want that type of successful pain. Okay, that's what I want. And
I want to just,
it's hmm?
sorry, can I just add something that you mentioned about that pain?
Go ahead.
So, one of the big things for me recently in terms of fitness was I couldn't bench press more than 60 kilo. I know our metric systems, our measurement systems different to you guys.
I know it's okay.
Um, but usually 60 kilo is like, I don't know what that is in pounds, maybe 200 pounds, something like that. I'm not sure.
Probably have to use a converter,
Two,
but
two,
it's okay.
you know the two big plates, the highest plates you can get on the bar.
It's like 50
I just want to put
pounds.
this into context for my Americans out
Yeah.
there. You know, like in the gym when you go to bench press, you got the two big plates.
How
I
many
think
kilos you said?
so. 20 kilo plates on each
Okay.
side. 60 bar. The bar is 20. The plates are 20 kilo, so 60 kilo in total. But usually, like young men, that is like a resistance area
Hmm.
that they try to get past.
It's
Um,
44 pounds. Like
44 doesn't sound like a lot.
it, but is how many plates on both
So
sides?
just two plates, one plate on each side.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Is it 44 pounds equates to 20 kilo, I think, roughly.
Yeah, I'm looking to convert it right now. So 20 to 20 kilograms, right? So
Yeah,
it's
or 60 kilo in total, including the bar.
yeah, almost like 50, but it's like 40 pounds. But go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, so
Yeah.
obviously this was a big resistance for me with bench pressing in the gym. And for many, many years, I could not get past 60 kilo. Couldn't do it. And I'm like, I'm taking protein, I'm working out hard, Sometimes I have a spotter, sometimes somebody helps me out or something like that,
Mm,
but I just could not get past that until probably about 3 or 4 years ago when I hit my first real breakthrough. I was like, one day all of a sudden I was bench pressing 70 kilo. And I'm like, wow, I've gone like for me that was huge. Like for years I could not get past 60. And then the next one was 70. And I'm like, okay, I can do a few reps on 70 now. I'm realizing how much stronger I'm getting because I've
mm,
built that it's not just a mental, not just a physical muscle, it's a mental muscle
yeah,
to push past those barriers. And like I said, many young men might experience this as well, where they give up because they feel like they can't push past. And that's these goals are different for everybody. It might take longer than what it might take your friend or your gym buddy or
yeah,
whatever. Some people get there quicker. Some people will get there slower than you. I'm sure there's people that took maybe a longer time than what it's taken me to get past that barrier with bench press. But now I'm at 80 kilo and I can do a few reps on that. That's almost my body weight.
mm,
Um, and I'm like, yeah, I've made progress, but I didn't give up. And that's a real like thing that comes to the front of my mind is something that with perseverance, I'm going to get to 90 kilo one day. I'm going to be able to bench press heavier than what I weigh. And
mm,
this is nothing to brag about or anything like that because, I'm just in my lane. I'm just trying to do myself. I'm trying to build myself up. I know in physical um, physically, I take longer than probably most people to grow my muscles. Takes me longer. I don't know why, but it's my genetics. But I realized that I could have given up so many times, but now I've seen that real progress. I remember when I first started in the gym almost 10 years ago, and I struggled to push 40 kilo.
mm,
40 kilo is nothing, but obviously to some people, that's a lot. So to
yeah,
me, just looking back, I've made that progress and wanted to just add that in there because that is one big thing for me with pure consistency and persevering with it and trying again next week and not giving up has helped me get to where I am now. And that is real because these goals, if you don't achieve them so quickly than what you expect, doesn't mean you should give up on them.
yeah,
I speak to people that are maybe a few years younger than me that are in their early 20s, and you know they've not done what they wanted to do by the age of 25 or by the age of 28 or whatever. And
mm,
I'm like, just take your time. Where are you placing all this pressure on yourself to
mm,
do these things? This is where you're getting to that point of resistance, and it's like, well, you are, believe it or not, in anything that you do, I believe it with everything within me that you are close to a breakthrough, but you give up because you've hit that first barrier, and you negotiate with your mind and you stop yourself from making that progress. But if you don't give up, you're so close to that next breakthrough in whatever it is you're doing. You just have
mm.
to keep putting yourself through that. Yeah,
Like just add into that is like the thing is like you said like like the kids that's younger than you, right? Like 20
yeah,
years old or whatever it is, and they feel
mm,
like okay, they didn't achieve this by they were 25 years old or whatever it is. I think they're looking at how much stuff that they have to do. Okay, it might
yeah.
seem a little too much, a little
The workload is
um
too much.
it's too much. It's like overwhelming. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God, I
yeah,
gotta do this or do that. It's like the thing is sometimes myself when I know I got a lot of stuff to do, the thing is I said to myself, Shane, you don't need to do all of this.
yeah,
There's no timer.
mm,
Do what you can. And if you can do a little bit more, go and do more.
mm,
That's what it is. It's just that's what throws a lot of people off. They feel like, okay, you know what? Dennis is successful, Shane is successful. Um, it seems like a lot of work. Well, of course, there's a lot of work, okay? And what I'm saying is that it's just feel like they have to do, I have to like do this first, and I have to do this, I have to do that. There's a lot of things going on.
yeah,
So the thing is just a lot of people gotta stop thinking about this. Is like stop doing all the stuff on top of you to be, to persevere. It takes time, and don't put a lot of pressure on you. but pressure can also be a good thing,
Yeah.
okay, but not to the point that it stresses you out and
Yeah.
you
Where it
start
makes
to
you
be
overwhelmed.
aggravated.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. So yeah, just do what you can. I've
Mm.
been doing this for like the longest time, and if I can do a little bit more, I can do more.
Yeah.
Um, I remember a long time ago, like I went to the gym like almost actually a few months ago, and my life just got a lot more busier, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I went to the gym and I started running. Okay, I started running on the treadmill, started running and running and running.
Hmm.
Okay, for 45 minutes, just jog. To be honest, just jogging or whatever. So 45 minutes, right? I was thinking that maybe I can go beyond 45 minutes, maybe an hour, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like that. But then all of a sudden, like, okay, Shane, you're starting to get exhausted, you're starting to get tired or whatever. Okay, already did so much already. It's time to get off of it. Okay, then you can
Yeah.
go back and try again. It's just the way it is. Um, I just
You just have
wanna,
to make these steps easier for yourself.
yeah,
Don't
just
look at
make
the
it. It's
whole
me.
picture.
Yeah,
And that's what
yeah.
perseverance is about, is just not trying to eat the elephant. I think we spoke about this before in a
Yeah, we
couple
did.
of episodes ago. Yeah, not trying to eat
Mm.
the elephant in one go. You're just trying to take one chunk, one piece at a time. Make it manageable for yourself.
Yeah. And I just want to add on this one. This one is that I'm looking at as a bullet point. It says like overcoming the odds. The odds. Okay. Now the odds, we don't know what are the odds is. Everybody has a different a perspective. What is the odds? What is the odds? Odds
Can
is
I just add, a lot of the time the odds can be family telling you not to do it. Could be friends, could be colleagues,
mm,
could be your co-workers telling you not to take that career change or stay where you are. There's different odds out there, but the odds are stacked when a lot of the time when it's people telling you not to do this thing
yeah.
because there's more than one person and there's only one you and there's 10 people. The odds are 10 to 1 because these 10 people are telling you not to do this one thing. So yeah, sorry, I just
It's
wanted to say,
yeah, I mean it's okay, but when if you look at the odds, like is there really any odds that really stopping you? Because when you look at the odds, it's like what is really stopping you? You know, is your friends, your family, or whatever it is, stop you from persevering and getting better? I would say the odds is that I think that the odds is like an illusion. Let's hear me out for this one.
yeah,
Odds is like an illusion, okay? Yes, there's people around you, your family or whatever, but odds is like an illusion because do you have to really look at the statistics, the all the metrics and who say this and who said that or whatever it is? Is that really definite? Is that really going to stop you? No, because like you said, there's 10 people and there's only you. What are the odds? Am I going to get there? There is nothing really stopping you. Okay? There's like just the same thing with this podcast. What's the odds? Like, okay, I might not have the time, I might not have a good mic, I might not you might actually stop with me or whatever it is. I don't know. Okay. But you never know what the odds can be, but who cares? Just go ahead and just do it. Okay. The is everybody focus on a number. The number, right? The number is something that everybody's to stop looking at. Okay.
yeah.
What are the odds for me to be a rapper? What is the odds for me a basketball player or a doctor and all this type of stuff? Who wrote those rules? Nobody. Okay.
It's
It's
not
just the
written into
thing.
the fabric of the
It,
universe that there's
it's all
odds.
it's all in your mind. So
Yeah,
it's like an illusion, to be honestly, because you can actually do more than what you're capable of doing. Okay. But it's just getting, like I said from earlier, it's just getting around people and stop looking at the numbers of people. What are the odds of me doing this and stuff? Stop doing that because all you're doing is just discouraging yourself, pretty much.
yeah.
That's what I gotta say about the odds. It's
It's your voice, right? It's your voice telling you not to do it plus 10 other voices. That's what it is. Because
noise.
yeah, it's noise, man. It's just
Yeah.
if those voices didn't exist, that noise did not exist, and your thoughts were perfect, and you were encouraging yourself,
Mm,
then you were odds on, and you can make it odds on, but you allow what people's words and influences influence you. People don't realize that we are easily influenced by other people's words, and they're just words coming out of somebody's mouth that influence us.
mm,
Whether it's good or bad, every single day we interact with people, we allow words to affect us. When somebody insults you, you're gonna you're gonna snap, and you're probably gonna insult them back unless you're more stoic. But that takes time and that takes practice. But understanding that these are just words coming from somebody. Take people's advice, that's fine, but keep that at arm's length.
mm,
It's down to you to do the work to allow those voices. Are you going to allow those influences to tell you not to do it? How many times do we say we're going to do something and then our parents or family tell us not to do it? Not everybody has encouraging influences
mm-hmm.
around. And so, yeah, those where a lot of where the odds come from is allowing yourself to think of, oh, well, there's 10 people right now telling me not to make this career change. But there's just voices. That's what I'm saying. You're allowing them to creep into your subconscious. And it happens, but with intention, you can block out that. I,
Yeah,
I, I respect what you're saying, but I'm going to do it anyway because I believe in myself.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. And the thing is, like when you said you believe in yourself, maybe it's like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, okay, whatever. He's nuts or whatever. But again, I think that's like a complete illusion. So don't even focus on that because everybody has a different idea what the odds are. So it's not important. I just let that go, you know? And it's like, look, I just want to say this for everyone out there that's looking at this podcast. Just want to say this. If you got a dream or anything that you want to do, just remember this. You only have one life and you might not you might have a multiple chances, but let's keep it real. You don't want multiple chances. You just want to just do it and just try to make it happen. And just be persistent. Just be persistent. It's a long it's a journey, okay? And you will get there. Just be persistent because there's a lot of people out there that were persistent going to the university, persistent. I have friends who are persistent being good basketball players. I have persistent friends who are in marketing, everything that because the thing is that work towards it and they got where they wanted. Okay. And
And most of these people probably started from nothing.
yeah,
They
pretty
started from
much.
nothing and then they just kept going.
Just kept
Everybody
going.
has to start somewhere, right? You know?
Yeah. It's like if you're looking at you're looking at me, you look at Dennis, like in the first podcast we were talking about our lifestyle and our different backgrounds and things that we've been through in life. We persevered. We've been through this, we've been through that. Okay. So if you really want something, you can actually achieve it. So just go ahead and just do it. I know you heard this from a lot of people, or if you put your mind towards it, you can do this. To be honestly, yes, if you put your mind towards it, you're going to get what you want. Okay? If you put your mind towards negative things, you're going to get what you want. So
Yeah.
which one do you want? Negative or positive? So put it towards positive and just keep going and stay on a narrow path. So don't let anybody trick you out of what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Just do what you need to do, be persistent, and you will get where you want to get where you want to go.
And when you've worked towards something and you look back on the path that you took, you'll see like a chart, like a graph where, you started off making progress, and then there were processes within that path that made you go back one or two steps. So you came back down, and then that's where your setbacks were. And then they taught you a lesson, but you decided to take three more steps ahead of that, and then a few more steps. But then another block comes, and then you take another couple of steps back. But because you're persistent and you persevered with this goal, this achievement, you kept on going. And that is what success is for everybody in anything that they do, whether you're a CEO of a company or you're the best parent in the world, whatever it is. You've made mistakes,
Mm,
but you're making progress, and then those mistakes knocked you back one or two steps. and that's what life is about. One or two steps, and then 10 steps back, and then a few more steps, and then eventually you're making progress. Nobody's success, I believe, for myself, is that everybody just makes perfect progress in life. Otherwise, everybody would be successful, right? That's
Yeah.
why not everybody is, and that's a test of who you are as a person. That's a test of your character. Can you push past that point of resistance? And to end that part, I would say there's a really good quote. I don't know where it comes from, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with single step.
Mm.
You can't get to goal. You can't get to the 1,000th mile without taking that first step. So, you
Yeah.
have to realize how painful it was for you in that beginning compared to how it was now. And just for reference as well, for any Americans out there, when I was trying to talk about the difference between kilos and pounds, so I just worked it out. 60 kilo on bench press would be about 132 pounds.
Mm.
So,
Almost,
like I
yeah.
said, it's probably the average for a young male trying to make progress is 132 pounds.
Yep,
Bench
132.
pressing. I think anybody can get that and push past that if they just. It takes a long time. It's taken me the best part of 10 years to go from 60 kilo, even less than that, if I'm honest with you. When 10 years ago, I was 19. I was probably bench pressing around, I don't know, 40, 50 kilo and struggling with that. And that's fine because I've made progress. So I don't say that those weights were
Yeah.
bad or anything, or what do
Yeah.
you call it? Like, everybody has to start somewhere. And with that weight, that's what pushed me to get towards this weight. And I look at other people as inspirations rather than trying to compare my journey to them because I'm I'm weaker. But it's okay because I'm making progress, and then one day I will get there. So
Yeah.
take it from me, if you're 19 years old and you're 2 years into the gym and you feel like you've made some progress at the beginning, and now you're really struggling and you're questioning how can I make any progress because my friends are now on 120 pounds and
Mm.
I'm still stuck on 110 pounds. And it's been 6 months. Trust me, trust me. Take the right nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist, but with the help of the right type of protein out there, you will grow your muscles. And understanding what your barriers are. Setbacks are great. Believe it, because it tells you where you are not free. Setbacks tell you where you need to make progress.
Yeah.
Without these little checkpoints, these are just checkpoints. These are checkpoints telling you where to do better next time.
Mm.
And you have to stay the path. I can't I can't say it anymore. Like how important it is that these setbacks are so important for your growth as a person that you will look back in 20 years' time and tell the next generation how long it took you. I'm just using the bench presses in the gym as an example. How
Yeah.
long it took you to push from 110 pounds to 130 pounds, and it took you nearly 10 years.
Mm.
What can you achieve in the next 10 years? I might get to 110 kilo, which could be, I don't know, 150 pounds or 160 pounds, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, that's a lot, but I realized after a couple of years, I'm not as strong as the other guys in the gym. I realized what my point of resistance is, and I have to stay making progress in that lane. I can't get upset that somebody's genetically stronger than me and they're making
Mm-hmm.
quicker progress because eventually they're going to plateau, and you might catch up with them eventually, or they might take 6 months off of the gym and then they have to start again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just using the gym analogy there to just kind of describe the journey that I was on there, where perseverance and persistence really helped me from a young
Yeah.
age. So yeah, wanted to
Yeah. Yeah,
share
I
that.
know. Like, I definitely understand that. And the thing is, like, there's one thing I want to add to that is that you have your own path. Okay, there's your own path. They're going that way. They can bench press more than you. you're
Mm.
going this direction, okay? But like you said, they will plateau and maybe they can't even go beyond that, okay? But you will probably excel. But that's the thing. But not to focus too much on that, but to say like, yo, this is my path and I'm going this way, okay? I will get there eventually, okay? And that's what it is. Like they'll be all right. Just like stay where you're at. You have your own path. It's like in the I don't remember exactly where this is coming from. It's actually from the Bible also as well, from the Bible. Everybody has their own path. Your
Yeah.
journey is this is your journey. Everybody has their own journey, okay? It's like it's kind of like a web, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you could say it's like a web, like you're
Yeah.
going this way and somebody's going that way and someone's going that way. No one is not walking the same path as you. Everybody is on their own journey. It might be similar, but the thing is they have their own path.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to add that in. It's been a long
Yeah.
podcast.
It has,
Yeah.
but it's been a really good talk, man.
But it's good though. So yeah, so everyone out there, please take this in and apply it to your life. And yeah, this has definitely been a great episode and talking about being persistent and perseverance. Yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, I hope you take this message from us and apply it to your life. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Just want to say thank you as well, and just to end on my note, like look for the inspiration rather than looking for the negative, looking for the negative voices, the odds.
Yeah.
Look for the inspiration. We live in a time of being connected to everybody around the world. Like, I know I'll never be as strong as Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but he's my biggest inspiration because I'm adopting his work ethic as much as I can. I
Hmm.
know I'll never be him or be as rich as him. That's fine. I'm just trying to adopt his work ethic because he always gets it in with his workouts, and that's where you know whatever thing you're striving for, look for the top people that have that good work ethic and that mindset that allows them to take on the persistence and the perseverance with their goals and has allowed them to make progress. Don't look for the people that are discouraging you to not persevere and not be persistent. Look for the people that are inspiring.
Yep.
So, yeah, thank you guys
Yeah.
for watching. I really appreciate this talk, man.
Yeah. Wise words from Dennis and from us also as well. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great. And I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, let's
That'd
do
be
it.
awesome. Yeah, so that's about it, man. Wow, it's
Cool.
very late now. I'm about to pass out. It's like we've been on this for like almost like an hour and 30 minutes. Hour
Yeah,
and
man.
15 minutes. Yeah, so it's been a while. Who knows? But it might be a long I might probably talk to you later on because probably next I'll probably shoot you a message because it's probably as is with your friend Trey and also us because we probably might stay on the podcast a little longer. You know,
Okay.
I don't know,
Yeah,
probably like a full hour to be honestly, because everybody's trying to get the word in and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I actually thought about it, like, that's gonna be a long one, but no, it's not. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I was thinking about somebody else to be coming on, but I think that's a little too much. I have to do my research. Three
yeah,
people is the max.
yeah. But we can change around if like I don't think Trey will join us every single week because she has commitments. So, you know, it doesn't have to be three people every single week. The next time you can try and get somebody else on. Just try and make it manageable for you.
Yeah, I
When's
mean, I was thinking, but anyways, it's all in the back of my mind. I'll probably shoot you the details um sometime, probably tomorrow, the next day or whatever. But anyways, it's
is
just
that for
some thoughts, huh?
the next episode? Are you thinking for the next episode?
Like in the future episodes, you
Oh,
know,
okay. Yeah.
people will just come on and invite people to come on and then on and off, but they don't have to
Yeah,
definitely
man.
be here. But let's see how that works out.
Yeah,
Anyways,
don't stress.
man,
We'll talk about that. It's all good.
yeah, all right, man.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make the group and I'll add you in both into the group, and then you go to sleep. Just chat to us tomorrow. You don't have to speak in the group tonight or anything.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
yeah, get a good
All right,
sleep,
man.
and yeah, we'll speak tomorrow.
Yep. Oh man, it's almost midnight. All right,
Oh,
man.
bless you.
All right, man. Have a good one, man. I'm gonna
You too.
pass out. All right,
Catch you
peace.
later.